Hello, welcome to my backyard. If you can stick around for just a few minutes, I would love to show you this year's garden. Griffin is currently hunting tomato hornworms, and we got 20 of them the other night, and he's gonna feed them something like that. And he's gonna feed them to our chickens because they love them, which is disgusting. Now, if you've been around for a few years and you've watched the channel since, when did we first plant the garden?
2022.
2022. You would have seen what our garden started out as, which was way over there, not over here. It's been a lot of trial and error, mostly error. Finally this year, I mean, last year it was pretty happy, but this year, the garden is, dare I say, lush. So Griffin and his friend, when I was out of town, they moved our raised beds. They moved it over here, and then Griffin built this trellis, which I love so much. And our cucumbers and our melons, they love it as well.
Gotta say, it's more successful than I thought it'd be. It is.
The trellis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree. So over here, I've got calendula, which I tried to find a plant for, but turns out they don't sell calendula plants. You just have to start them from seed, which is fine because these things took off super quickly and they're so beautiful. I love how these are like a variety. They're not all the same. These are all from the same plant. And this has a variety of medicinal uses, so I'm excited to get to work with it. And I also have my cucumbers growing up this side of the trellis, and I put a tomato there. I should not have put it there because these big boy tomatoes are trees, not tomatoes. They can't possibly qualify as tomatoes. They're enormous.
I know where Bartholomew is.
What you looking for?
I'm just trying to organize this massive, sprawling hunk of Roma.
Tomato hornworms ate through a lot of those, as you can maybe see. Tomato hornworms are disgusting. Anyways, yeah, this is one of Griffin's garden beds. We kind of split it up 2 and 2. I took this one, that one, Griffin took this one, and that one. You want to tell the people what you planted?
Oh, tell the people what I planted.
And your planting methodologies.
Oh, well, I did mostly tomatoes. Maren really likes tomatoes, and she likes canning, so I did a lot of tomatoes. At Menards, all they had were the big boy tomatoes left. So I got some Romas from local people, and then we had the big boys, which I don't know if I'd do the big boys again. They are just huge, and we'll see how they taste. Maybe they are delicious. They are an interesting looking tomato though.
This is the size for reference of the big boy tomatoes.
Romas though, you can't go wrong with Romas.
Nope.
And at the end down here, which probably no one can see, but I have bell peppers, cayenne, and I'm trying to remember, I think it's a serrano for the last pepper plant that I have. Yeah, in this bed I have the strawberries, my watermelon, and the beans, which the beans have been relatively successful. And for the watermelon this year, what, 10 melons growing right now that are pretty good size, about in the 6 to 8 pound range.
Thank you so much to Gusto for sponsoring today's video. As y'all know, I practically live in my kitchen, and I'm more of an indoor sort of homebody, but this summer I've really been trying to spend more time outside, enjoying nature, playing with my kids, and tending to our garden. And Gusto makes this possible because their high-quality kitchen items significantly reduce the amount of prep and cleanup time I spend in my kitchen, which means I can better enjoy the season and all the delicious, fresh foods it has to offer. Visit gustoware.com to find your kitchen needs today.
Yeah, so on this side, we've got my cucumbers, and I've already made bread and butter and dill pickles this year. And then on this side, Griffin's got his melons, like this giant one here. And it's our first year that we've had any success with melons. And I have to say, clearly melons and cucumbers love the trellis. They just love it. Ew, that leaf was squishy. I think I had a bushing cucumber and a climbing cucumber. So I've got one that went to the ground and refuses to climb for me. As far as planting methods, I did square foot gardening, no-till. And in the beginning, I had to pluck a lot more weeds frequently. But now I've got a few big weeds, but I really don't have to pull any weeds. And then Griff, you put down landscape fabric here, but you forgot to mulch it.
Yeah, I didn't want to mulch it till the strawberries came in, but yeah, it didn't quite work out. The sun really destroyed that landscaping fabric without the mulch. Whereas in my tomato bed, that has worked wonders.
Yeah.
I've pulled one weed so far this year.
Are you serious?
That's it, one weed.
It's so happy in there. Oh yeah, so this is my other garden bed with tomatoes. So I had more like my herbs, tomatoes, things that don't need a ton of water. And then over here I have my cucumbers, calendula, things that want a lot more water and maybe even a little less sun. I feel like if we can fertilize well enough, we should just keep everything where we have it this year. It worked really well. Some things I do different, I would plant my chamomile via seed instead of a plant because it just hasn't worked out for me in plant form. But the calendula was really happy, so I'd be curious to see if the chamomile would be happier if I just planted it by seed. And diatomaceous earth, because those hornworms
are bad.
Disgusting. What all did you fertilize with this year?
With yours, all it was chicken manure. The strawberries, I used some organic pellet fertilizer at one point, but that was it. My tomatoes was just the chicken manure and our compost pile dirt.
This house came with a giant compost pile in the back, but like already turned to dirt, which is... We've also planted, well, this is more recently, is that a pear tree?
Yeah, without the partridge.
Without the partridge. And then also planted 2 sour cherry trees and 2 sweet cherry trees. And we lost the peach tree last year, which was so sad. I've cried many tears over that peach tree. Down here, I have my lavender. Actually, one lavender plant that we've turned into 2 lavender plants. And originally I had fennel over there, but we tried to plant ground cherries way over yonder, but of course they wound up here because why would they go where we told them to go? And I think a lot of gardening is just figuring out what works in the sunlight you have and the soil you have. First, bell pepper of the year.
Wait, did you pick my bell pepper?
Was I not supposed to? I'm sorry. Here's your bell pepper.
No, that's all right.
Anyways, apparently I run the matriarchy and I steal bell peppers. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope wherever you are, whether you're in an apartment or you have acres and acres, that you get to do some sort of gardening because it just feels so good to watch something grow.